Okay, sorry about that. I was having technical difficulties. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to open up the stream on my phone so I can make sure that it is working. There we go. All right, looks like we are up and running just fine. I'm going to stick this over here so I can keep an eye on the stream in real time on YouTube. Hey, everybody. Ugh, let me tell you, where's my tea? Whew, Lord, tea, need tea. This is a live Q&A. I am tired. I am still coughing. It's a whole lot of happening. So, let me lower my chair just a little so you can get my whole head in there. Hey, hey, hey. I'm still trying to decide which way I want my locks to go. They kind of do their own thing. I think my default way that the hair falls is that way. Anyway, from what I can remember from my youth, I think my hair naturally falls parts on the right. I think from what I remember. I'll have to go back and look at the few pictures I have. Anywho, welcome to the live Q&A. So I didn't want to do anything too topic related today. I wanted to go ahead and do a live Q&A because it is the end of the month, so you won't get a Q&A video this week because you get Mental Health Monday tomorrow. And if you are a channel partner, then you already got your sneak peek. You better watch it today because it's going to go live tomorrow afternoon for everyone else. So go ahead and get your sneak peek. I know about 6 of you watched it, and there should be more of you watching it. I know some of you guys are channel partners just to help me out and not so much for the extra content, which really isn't as much extra content as I would love for it to be. Once I'm traveling, you guys will get some more behind the scenes type things and some exclusive photos and stuff like that. But it's hard to do exclusive stuff when I'm not really doing anything. So I apologize for that. Even though I know you always tell me, we're not here for that. We're here for you. And I love you for it. Anyway, today's video, as always, is sponsored by Nomad Internet. Thanks to Nomad Internet, you can get a discount using Crystal Banner 25. Check them out for all your Wi-Fi needs, even if you're stationary in a house. That's what I'm using this live for. And I have a couple of different things running on it right now, and it usually does well with no glitches. And I think I only have at this location about 2 bars on my hotspot. So it's not even like it needs all 5 bars up and going to support a live. So, hey to everybody, I'm looking. Thank you, Mitch, for joining. I know you can't hear because I want to highlight. So Mitch B. Death Vannon, I know you're going to see this later when the captions are on. I'm still trying to figure out how to get captions on the live while I'm live, so you're not just watching my lips move. And I haven't even taken any of my sign classes or looked at any signing videos. With trying to reno Mona, it's just been put on the back burner. I know when you watch the replay, you will see the captions because you can turn those on YouTube. If anyone knows of a free service that I can have captions going while I'm actually live so that Mitch can understand what we're saying while we're saying it and participate a little more in the lives, I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Mitch, for being a supporter of the live, even though it's hard for you to participate. So, as I said, this is a live Q&A. Use caps and emojis for all of your questions. I think I have a question at the very, very, very beginning of this chat. And I'm going to go back and see if I can find it. I will tell my mods, please, mods, help me to stay on you know, when I go back into the chat, sometimes I miss where I am. If I miss a question, help me, mods, to, you know, get back to a question I may have missed. Just from, you know, just throw it up on the screen. And then I missed a question from a certain person and I will go back and look for it. Just remember, this channel does not produce content for children. Just putting that disclaimer out there. Not that it can't be watched by children. It's just one of those things that, you know, YouTube is forcing me to do. Hey, Maria, your question, I think you put up earlier. I can't find it. It was up there before anybody else's, and now I can't find it. That's interesting. But you're asking it again, it looks like. What are my plans once I get to Arizona? So I want everyone to understand that when we leave here in mid-May, somewhere around the 15th or 20th of May, we're not going straight to Arizona. A lot of you are new to the channel. You have never seen me travel. I would have you go back to the 2017 and 2018 and even 2019 videos, even like May of 2019, which was the last time I traveled cross country, and watch how I travel. I travel pretty slow. I don't have a hard and fast date in mind for most of my travel. And there's really no rhyme or reason to the way I travel. I know I have an end goal at some point, but how long it takes me to get there is usually not my concern. Um, because I don't have a specific thing waiting for me, like tangible thing waiting for me in Arizona. And it's going to be way too freaking hot in Arizona for us to be in Arizona. We're not going to be in Arizona until the fall. So the first stop I plan to make if she's in Missouri is Missouri. I got to go see Mama Willow. You guys know Mama Willow has got to see Mona in person, all renoed and lived in and updated by me. So if she's back in Missouri, I'm going from North Carolina straight to Missouri, as nonstop as I possibly can, because I've got to see her. First and foremost, she is top priority number one. Now, if she's not in Missouri at that time and still out in California, then that's where I'll be, or I'll catch her somewhere in between. I'll figure out where she's going to be, and she and I will make those arrangements, and you guys will see what happens when it happens. But I will definitely not be trying to go to Arizona in the dead of summer. Remember, it's going to be May. So you've got May. We're going to leave here in May. So you got June, July, August, September. I don't even plan on working my way to Arizona probably until early October, maybe even mid-October, start heading to Arizona from wherever I am. So be in Arizona probably end of October, beginning of November, when the weather is starting to slightly cool out there. Because honestly, it's too freaking hot. And even though I love the heat, that kind of heat is too hot. I'm not trying to be in 100 degrees, 110, 115 degree. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. So yeah, we do have a friend we need to go see in Colorado. So I'll definitely be hitting up Colorado. I can't remember which part she's in, but she's not in Denver. I think she's in a sub thing of Denver, maybe. So we'll definitely be hitting that spot up because she has my tent and I just miss her. Miss her a lot. She's the friend that we hung out with in Vegas all the time. She is a great hostess with the mostest. And she moved back to Colorado. So we're going to go see her. And then I think we're going to go to spend our summer in the Pacific Northwest area if a friend there will have us on her land in Washington State. And we have another friend who has family up in that area too. So between national parks and the two friends with some areas we might be able to camp on, we're hoping that we can stay up there in that area for the summer, where it's a little bit cooler and a little more like shady areas. Because in the desert, you have no shade. There's no parking under a tree in the desert. Excuse me. Sorry for those watching the replay. You're going to get all these coughing. All right, let me go see what else. So anybody else have a question? Don't forget, put an emoji in front of your question. It draws my attention, and then put your question in all caps. All right, so I answered Maria's question. Blah, 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 blah. Charlie Max says Arizona's good weather for your sinuses. Cool that. Still not going in the middle of the summer, so not doing that. I think we're going to have someone come to the East Coast. At least she told me she was. Miss Anita said she was going to come out to the East Coast in April, next month. Actually, wow, that's next month is Thursday. Jeez Louise. It's like these last 2 months are flying by. I couldn't get through winter fast enough. I hated it. And now it's like, geez, we have literally less than 2 months. We have a month and a half before we head out. So it's like, nail biting. Am I going to be ready? It's not that if I'm going to be ready, is the finances going to be ready? Lord. So, yeah. But if Anita comes out in April, maybe if she plans on going back, maybe she'll caravan back with us. I know we have a few people that said they wanted to caravan with us. But just know that our travel schedule might not be the same as yours, and feel free to break off from the group at any time if you are one of those people who plans to caravan out west with us. We are going to take our time. I'm going to say probably 3 weeks with all the stops we're going to make. Probably a good 3 weeks before we get up to the Pacific Northwest, maybe even 4. So maybe even a month. So it would just depend. So Pretty Natural, your question is not in all caps, but I happen to see it. Living in the van, technically, no, I'm not living in the van. You must have been gone for a while. So I had an accident in October. Taurus was totaled, and Mama Willow gifted me her Class B RV camper van because she upgraded to a new Class A. And so I've been renoing it so that I can move in it. So I'm in a rental unit that we've been in since November, and we will be leaving in May. So technically, I'm not living in the van. So technically. Hey, Liam. Liam wants to know, how do you like Nomad internet service? Is it fast and unlimited data at that high speed, fast rate? So it's enough for me to do everything I do, which means I support my live videos on it. I support editing and uploading videos on it. And I support watching of Hulu and Netflix all night long. So yeah, it's perfectly fine. I haven't had any real issues with it at all. It does, of course, get bogged down if there are just too many devices on it, even though it can do 10 devices. But my thing is, it can do 10 devices if you're just maybe doing like social media or something like that. I do find that when I have probably 4 or more devices on it, and we're trying to do like a live and stream, a TV show or something, then it kind of slows down and you get the little, what is that, spinning wheel of death or whatever it is. Then you kind of get that. But other than that, if it's just for you and your purposes, yeah, you shouldn't have an issue at all with it. Truly unlimited, I have not noticed. Matter of fact, let me just look at my device and I will tell you how many gigs I've used. So I've got 2 devices connected right now. The phone that I'm using, the phone with no service that I'm using is a Wi-Fi camera, and the computer. And I'm going to show you what it says. Can you read that? I don't know if you can read that. Probably not. That's not coming across very well. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's not coming across very well. Okay, it says 3,161.68 gigabytes of unlimited used. 3,161.70 gigabytes of unlimited used. So there you go. And right now I just have it sitting on the windowsill. When I'm on the lives, I try and put it as close to the window as I can, just to make sure I'm getting all the bars I possibly can. Pretty Natural says, I'm pretty new. I saw you on PBS. Yay! I hope you guys are still watching my Independent Lens PBS episode. I'm episode number 2. I have been asking them, well, I haven't constantly been asking them, but I had asked them for all of the footage that they did not use, because they filmed so much footage of me back in 2018 when we actually did that. And like literally so little was used. Like we're talking days of footage and so little was used. So I asked them for all of that footage. Even though I'm not in that van anymore, I still thought some of that footage would be pretty cool to use, maybe for my trailer video, because I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to redo my trailer video. So I downloaded the original trailer video for this channel, and I'm going to use bits and pieces of it because it shows Not Your Mama's Van and stuff like that. And some of the stuff I was doing when I first started hitting the road. You don't understand how much video footage I have over the almost 6 years of being. I looked at my Google Photos and it's like, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. What do you include and what do you not include in a 4 minute and 18-second trailer video? Like, I don't even know. So it's going to be a process. Hopefully I'll get it done by the end of the year because I do want to update it, but it's a lot. Okay. Yeah, I'm not answering that. It wasn't even a question. It was a statement. All right. Another question here from Simply Natural. Hey, thanks for watching. Are you driving Mona now or just taking random stops to stores, etc.? I don't know what that I'm not quite understanding the question. I do drive Mona. It's my everyday driver. So I go, you guys know I'm back and forth between where I am in North Carolina and Hampton, Virginia. I go back and forth every month. So I spend half the month here and half the month there. So it's 3.5 hours. So yeah, and she is my everyday driver. So I hope that answers your question. Homebuddy has a question. Can I feature you on my Instagram? I am collecting stories of people who find peace in the home they made at home.buddy.nomad. This would not be the platform for me to answer that question. Let's talk via email. I would like to get more information on what it is you're doing before I loan my likeness and story to your platform. But yeah, hit me up an email, crystal@crystalvanner.com. Miss M says, I cannot wait to caravan with you from California to Arizona whenever you rode through SoCal. I am in no rush. Sweet. I can't wait to meet you in actual person. It's like we've been friends forever. And I have never met you in person, but it's awesome. All right, one more question here from Eileen. What is left to do for Mona to be road ready? So mechanically, she's road ready. You guys already know that she came all the way from Arizona to me in North Carolina. I've had her looked over by a trusted mechanic, and she is road ready as far as that goes. I mean, honestly, I could have moved in her as is if I wanted to, but there were just some creature comforts that I needed to make her home for me. I am almost completed with the painting. It's like, I told V yesterday, if I ever say I'm gonna paint something again, just kick me in my entire arse, because I swear for God, GAWD, gold. I swear for God, I'm never, ever painting anything again in life. I will just change my whole entire color scheme to go with whatever it is I have. Because this has been the single most frustrating, costly, and annoying thing to do in any rig that I have ever self-built. I will never paint again. Ever. Ever. I will just live with the wood paneling. I will just throw curtains up and be like, you know what? I'm pretend like I don't see it. It is just when you think you're done, you look and you go, wait, I think this needs another coat because I can kind of still see through it a little. And, we got paint that's supposed to be one coat, Yes, but this was not. It's primer and paint all in one, but this is clearly not the case. And it wasn't cheap paint. Thank you, BF, for buying me the paint. I still have like a half a gallon of that paint left. And I just decided to put it in the bathroom too because I had so much of it. So I just put it in the bathroom as well. There's going to be a video coming up showing you that. But I'm just like, why? Why is this taking so long to be done? Like, can I just be done already? And then there are days you can't paint because it's too cold or too wet in the air, too much humidity. And so you don't want to do it then. So I'm hoping that I'm in the final days of painting so that I can just move on. Like, I don't even think flooring is going to get done at this point. I think flooring will have to be done in Arizona. And I feel like I want to save some projects for Arizona this fall because I'll have help from people who know what they're doing. And it's more fun to do a project, outside in the open with lots of people around who can even just sit and talk to you while you're working, just I don't know. I just feel like I'm done with projects. I feel like the painting has taken me so long, and it's the single most um thing that I felt I needed to in order to make it look like I wanted to look before I moved stuff in. And now that it's coming to an end, I feel like the other stuff can just wait. Like, for real, I'm done. And I don't want to really spend any more money. Once this couch gets done, I feel like that's going to take the rest of my budget. So I feel like the rest of the stuff can wait. The weather's going to be warm enough that I don't need to worry about the flooring right now. The subfloor is down there. The original subfloor is there. And so I feel like, we can wait. Now, I still need to clean up the edges. That's another reason why I can't do flooring, because the carpet and padding along the edges. So with my rig, they put the padding and the carpet down before they built on top of it. So when I went to pull it up, clearly I was not going to take the couch out and the cabinetry out and all that stuff out to pull up the carpet and the padding. So when I cut carpet and cut padding and pulled it up as best as I could, the edges still have little bits and pieces of carpet and padding that are against the couch and against all the cabinetry, on the edges of where the sink is and the pantry is and the fridge is and all that. So it's still got little scraggly pieces, maybe half an inch of carpet that I couldn't just get close enough. I couldn't cut close enough with what I was using, a box cutter, to get it all. So we have something here that I need to buy a part to so that I can cut really close to the edge and peel that stuff up. Honestly, I'm legit going to clean up those edges, get some more black spray paint, and spray paint that sub 4 black and call it a day for now. I will deal with the flooring in the early fall. I'm done. I'm over it. So that's pretty much all needs to be done in Mona. The last bit of painting, once that couch slash bed gets reupholstered, I get new foam for it and new upholstery on it. I'm going to start moving stuff in. I can move stuff in before then, honestly, because the upholstery has nothing to do with me moving cabinet stuff in and stuff like that. But anyway, Essential Roots says, so I should just wait for you to come to Washington. If you want, that is perfectly fine. You can definitely wait for me to come to Washington. I will definitely be up there at some point this summer. All right, I'm trying to find, did I miss any questions? No problem, Liam. I am glad that I could answer your question. Kim says, but your paint job looks great. Listen, if you look at it closely, you will see it is not so pretty, but I'm at the point where I don't even care. It's good enough. And I feel like I can do touch-ups while I live in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the lines aren't as crisp as I would like. And if it bothers me that much, I can take one cabinet door off one day while I'm chilling in the desert and crisp up those lines with a fine little paintbrush. It's not that big of a deal. I just wanted the main paint job done. Any little fine detailing work that I want to do later, it can be done later while I live in it. I wanted it to be to the point where I could move into it and be okay with it. Eileen says, that's so true about doing projects in groups, then eat afterwards all the cheat foods. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I had the most fun redoing, like when I had the fire in Cardinal. I don't know if you guys remember that. I had a fire in Cardinal. My Wave 3 heater, the where the propane hose went into the Wave 3 heater, somehow or another was slightly loose, and it sparked a flame, and the little rug, the runner rug that I had on the floor, caught on fire. Luckily, this is why you should have a fire extinguisher. I immediately put it out, but it did burn the rug a little bit. It burned the hose. But when I used the fire extinguisher, all that stuff, that white stuff went everywhere. So I legit had to open up a tarp in the middle of our camp, open up a big old tarp, take everything out of the van. And I had so much help. The ladies were so helpful. I took everything out. They were wiping that white fire extinguisher stuff off of everything. It got into drawers, it got into crevices that I didn't know. So I basically did a deep clean of Cardinal, which was nice because I like to do that at least 2 or 3 times a year. I like to empty out and do a deep clean. So that was nice to do. I mean, I was forced to do it, but I deep cleaned, I swept it out. Everything was out. And then I put everything back, and it literally took the entire day, but it was fun because there were friends around, even though my nerves were shot because it was a fire. And I'm like, oh, my whole house could have burnt up. Um, and, but it made it less of a daunting task. I feel like I have this on the wrong ear. I don't, but it feels really weird. It's like not sitting right in my ear. It feels really uncomfortable. Anyway, so yeah, it's just much, much better. Somebody's asking about the B-Day party being in Washington. Listen, I think as far as the birthday party goes, I don't want to plan anything because I feel like every time I plan something, it just goes to shizzle. And I can't. My heart won't let me do it. If I plan something and I can't go through with it, I'm going to feel really bad. So I feel like I'm just going to go camp for a weekend somewhere here in North Carolina or Virginia. Let you guys know where I'm going to be that weekend. And if you choose to come, you choose to come. I'm not planning nothing. Won't be no activities. Won't be no party. We just get camped together. And if somebody wants to play some music, so be it. We can sit around a social distance and just cut up and have a good time on our own. Provide your own food, provide your own fun. I just feel like I can't do it. So many things have gone wrong that every time I plan something, it just backfires on me, and I can't deal with another heartbreak like that. So I feel like I'm just gonna go camping. My birthday weekend, I'm just gonna go camping at a preferably black-owned RV park. But if it don't happen that way, it don't happen that way. I'm just gonna choose a place in the next week or two, book my reservation, give you guys the dates and the campground information, and you call them directly and get your own booking and come hang with me for the weekend. It'll be Friday night and Saturday night, and I'm gonna roll out Sunday, and it's gonna be whatever. I just think that's the best thing for me to do. I don't know. I feel like I can celebrate for me, my birthday celebration is going to be traveling again. So, we can do stuff as we travel. And, I'll celebrate the rest of the year wherever I stop. And we'll do something in the main places that I stop. I just can't do it. My heart can't take any more disappointments. Liam says, anytime I want to deep clean the inside of his rig, I'm welcome to it. I personally like cleaning. Cooking is not my jam. You guys know I haven't done one cooking video since we moved into this place, and I'm not going to probably. V won't let me cook. The kitchen is hers. Anyway, I just don't like cooking. I mean, I don't mind eating, but I'm also one of these people that can do a salad and be happy. I don't like cooking. I just don't like cooking. Just don't. Anyway, hey, Frank and Lee, welcome. Thunder Black says, how much do you need for your trip to Arizona? So gas prices are no joke, and Mona is a beast when it comes to gas. My gosh. She has 2 gas tanks, and just going the 3.5 hours, 230 miles from my door to the BF's door in Hampton, Virginia is it takes me a tank and a half. And I still haven't figured out how many gallons each tank is just yet. I think my front tank is a little smaller than my back tank. My back tank seems to be the bigger tank. My back tank tends to get about 180 20 to 130 miles on a full tank. The front tank gets anywhere from 98, and the most I've gotten out of it is 116 miles. Mona does not get good gas mileage at all, which makes my heart hurt because all my other rigs did, especially my minivan. Clearly, my minivan got the best gas mileage. It's a minivan. But even my two E150s both got 18 to 22 miles to the gallon. Mona, she is barely getting like 9 miles to the gallon. It's killing my heart. It's killing my heart. So we're talking from where we are now to Lake Havasu, Arizona. I think it's like almost 2,200 miles. And the way the gas prices are looking, I'm going to easily need $1,000, maybe $1,200 if they keep going up. I want to say it took Kathy about $900 in gas to get here. And yes, I did reimburse her for that. So I think it took her about $900 in gas to get here when she picked her up in Arizona, went back home to New Mexico to get her grandson, and then came out here. I think it took her about $900 in gas. Somewhere between 800 and 900. So, yeah. All I can say is fingers crossed that I don't have to sell my body parts, organs. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Gwendolyn says, keep us updated. We want to know. And Essential Roots says, no problem. Washington sounds like the jam. Yeah, we can just kind of hang out and party. It doesn't have to be May. I'm going to be 50 the whole rest of the year. So we can just... Eileen wants to know, have you stuck to your diet being in Sticks and Bricks as opposed to living in the van? So I'm never on a diet. So I'm not quite sure what it is you are referring to. Now, I do occasionally dibble and dabble in poultry, eating poultry. Just, chicken mostly, not so much turkey. But yeah, so I do that almost, not every winter, but like every other winter, I start incorporating a little more poultry into my diet. Not tons, but a little bit here and there. So yeah, I have eaten a little bit of chicken here and there, but not tons. I'm still mostly plant-based. I like vegetables. I'm lazy, so I would rather just get a salad kit, throw it in a bowl, maybe add some extra stuff to it and keep it moving. I don't like cooking. There it is. Homebody says the cost of gas to travel is the hardest. Every time I fill my truck for a trip, I cry inside. I swear, it's oh Lord, I cry. It's like, geez, I can't. Using the Seafoam has helped because I think Kathy said she was getting about 6 miles to the gallon. So getting the tune-up done on Mona and getting some fluid flushes done on Mona and using the Seafoam in her has helped her get up to about 9 miles to the gallon. Occasionally I can get 10. So that has helped a little bit, but oh Lord, gas is so expensive. Everywhere you go, it doesn't look like it's coming down no time soon. I do not like it. I do not like it. Kim has third driving lesson tomorrow. Woo! I hope to get my driver's license before June 1st. Then we can see what vehicle I get. I would love to get that Class B plus camper van I dream about. Yay, Kim. So excited for you. Let us all do some emoji claps for Kim on her driving lessons. Let's all put some here. I got my candle. Well, I can't really show this. Wait, I got to take the candle out of this holder. I have the candle sitting in the Freaky Friday holder. If you watched Freaky Friday, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, oh well, you'll have to catch it in April. Let me take it out. We're going to send good juju Kim's way to the universe. Let Kim get her driving lessons all done and that she gets her Class B camper van. We're going to send good. This is a Yankee candle. This is dried lavender and oak. It smells so good. So my BF is a big Yankee Candle fan. And the Yankee Candle in, is it Williamsburg, is closing. And he was just like, ah! So next month we're probably going to have to go to Yankee Candle and get some candles while they are hopefully having good prices. I've never really been that into Yankee Candles, but now I currently have 3 Yankee Candles because of him. He loves Yankee Candle. Okay, I'm gonna say, is there another question? Oh, here we go. How much of an emergency fund? Jody says, how much of an emergency fund do you suggest? Listen, I have had and not had an emergency fund so many times. Always something's always happening. You know my tagline, older rig, tiny budget, huge freedom. My budget is little, okay? It's very, very, very tiny. My rigs have always been older, so something's always going to happen. And I am not prepared for that. I know that it happens, but I can't afford anything new. So it is what it is. It's either sit around and give up on the journey and the dream, or just deal with it. So I'm dealing with it. I feel comfortable having $1,000. That's my okay, I'm good. Nothing, knocking on wood, nothing should really wipe that out in one repair, Lord willing. So $1,000 makes me feel good. When I look at the savings and there's 1,000 and I've got, a few hundred in checking to kind of live off of, and I don't have to touch the emergency fund, then I'm happy. Do I have 1,000 right now? No, I do not. I've had 1,000 and I've had 100. So it just depends on what's happening in life. Right now, with all the extra expenses of living in a rental and utilities and things like that, V has been wonderful because she has been taking up the slack that I can't. Because again, I don't have as much income from YouTube as I did when I was traveling. So I'm living on way less, but that doesn't mean any of my bills went down. As a matter of fact, I have 2 vehicles on my insurance now. So my insurance is more, so it's little things like that. But I feel comfortable having $1,000. Okay, it makes my heart beat a little bit, more normal if I have that $1,000 there. So it just depends on how frugal you are, and what it is you plan on doing in this lifestyle. I know people that want, 5,000 is their comfort zone. If I could have $5,000, I'd be very happy. But it just depends. Everybody's emergency fund dollar amount is going to be different, just like everybody's van life journey is going to be different. We all can't afford the same things, and we all don't have the same needs and wants. I'm just really not, I've never been into new is better ever. And it's not just because I couldn't afford new. I just really feel like I like character and I like learning. And I can learn to fix an older vehicle, and I like redoing things, revamping things, and you can do that better on an older vehicle. So that's just my 2 cents on that. Do I like rutabagas? I'm trying to think the last time I had a rutabaga. Geez, it's been years. I'm pretty sure I do like them though. I want to say yes. I pretty much like all vegetables. I eat Brussels sprouts, so come on, most people don't like Brussels sprouts. But you know what I really want? I want somebody to make me a rhubarb pie. If I plan on visiting, first of all, please be a clean person. I'm very particular about whose food I eat. I think most of us are, but we all know those people, those non-hand washing people, those people with dirty kitchens. Yeah, I don't really like eating too many people's food. I really want a rhubarb pie, and I haven't had one in forever. I really love it. I miss it so much. German Gypsy says, this is why I changed my engine from a V8 to a slant 6. There's no way I was going to keep a VA. No need for it. I'm not racing it. And I think Mona's engine, I believe, is a V8. I'll have to ask the BF if he remembers what it is, because the owner's manual I have is not, it's like a general owner's manual, is not really for my van. I want to say she's a V8, but I swear, I'm gonna put a sticker or something on the back of Mona that says, I might be slow on inclines, but I'm a fast ass house. Because any little incline, she can drop like 25 miles. Like I could be going 65 flat. Oh, good. Hit an incline and it'll drop all the way down to like 40, trying to get up the incline. And it's like, eh, but she's a fast house. She's faster than your house. But yeah, I want to say she's a V8, but on the inclines, there's no get up and go to her at all. None whatsoever. So just know if you're caravanning with me, if I'm the lead vehicle, be prepared to slow down. One of the mechanical things that I would like to get fixed in Mona is I can't answer. Stop calling. One of the things I cannot wait to get fixed in Mona, and if someone's willing to help me with this, bless you. I have cruise control, but I don't have cruise control. The cruise control module, the servo, is gone. It's not there. It was taken out by somebody. One of her other 9 owners took her out. Probably not the last few people. I need cruise control. Traveling cross country without cruise control is going to be a biatch. Okay? This is going to be the first time I've ever done it. Every vehicle I've ever had traveling cross country has cruise control, and I just don't know. I again thank Kathy for driving it cross country without cruise control. Her sciatica was killing her. So it's going to be that way. Okay, Homebody is giving us a little shout out here. I know this is running really long, so it is what it is. So for those who want to know what it can cost to fill up 5-6 times to drive to the United Tiny House Fest, it was about 50 to 60 a day for 4 days across 4 states. Okay. Okay, so let me get down to some questions here if there are any. Flipping Nurse Betty wants to know, is my Amazon wishlist up to date? It is. Dirty cuticles, is that what you're asking me? Yes, I've been painting, so I do have dirty cuticles. I don't know if that's what somebody was asking me. I've been painting. I've decided to give up on cleaning my hands every single day because it just is what it is. Lena wants to know what my address is. So my address is not my address. It is a dear friend's address in Virginia that mail gets checked about every 4 to 6 weeks. So you can send it. It is in the description below. I obviously am not giving out the real address of where I'm located. There are some nut jobs that follow me. Sorry, it's true. I don't want anybody showing up to my door. Absolutely not. But that friend checks that P.O. box about every 4 to 6 weeks and alerts me that I have some mail. If I happen to be in Hampton, when I get that alert, then I will meet up with them and pick it up. Otherwise, they send it to me. So it takes really a long time for me to get whatever it is you're trying to send me. So the best thing for you to do is to maybe send me something from the Amazon wish list. Most of that stuff is for Mona. Or if you want to contribute to the gas fund, my PayPal is listed below. I appreciate that more than anything right now, because making Mona pretty is not going to mean much if I can't get on the road. Just saying. I am going to scroll through, see if there are any important personal questions or really big questions. If I missed your question on this live, feel free to email it to me and I will do it in one of the question Q&As videos that are going to be coming up. Remember, Veda is coming up starting on April the 1st. I'm already recording a bunch of little videos for Veda. You'll probably get lots of shorts. April 1st, which is Thursday, I'm going to go meet with the woman who's going to be doing the upholstery for Mona. I'm so excited. So I will be filming that consultation and getting a quote on price for that. I'm really excited. And I don't know when we're actually going to meet up again to actually get it done. Sometime in April, obviously, but I don't know when. I have a photo shoot that I am going to be getting booked, hopefully for the end of April, very, very beginning of May, a 50th birthday photo shoot. I have a friend who's a photographer who gave me an incredible deal on a 1-hour photo shoot. I will be doing that photo shoot and probably, maybe if he allows me to shoot a little bit of behind the scenes footage of that, I will. Not so sure because this is going to be kind of like a boudoir photo shoot, so it's going to be more Freaky Friday-ish. So I don't know how much behind the scenes footage I will. Maybe I'll shoot some of the background stuff, like what I'll be props I'll be using and stuff like that, but I will not be showing the actual photos of me. They'll be tastefully done, artfully done. You won't be seeing nipples or vagina or anything like that. Hopefully YouTube does not ding this video for me saying that word. Walter wants to know, do I do Cash App? Nope. Cash App has been hacked way too many times for my liking. As a matter of fact, someone that Miss V knows got hacked with Cash App, so I immediately stopped using Cash App. I would recommend you stop using it as well. I do have Venmo, but PayPal is my preferred because they're going to cover any losses more so than Cash App will. Some people have had the hardest time getting their money back from being hacked from Cash App, so I would recommend you do not use Cash App if you can avoid it. So that would be a negative to that. Sorry about that. Sorry. So thank you guys so much for watching. Those watching the replay, I'm sorry we went a little long today, but I do appreciate you watching as much of it as you can. Thank you so much. Don't forget to be good to yourself, be kind to others, and whatever you are doing, I hope you are enjoying it. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video and to get you updated on what I have done in Mona, because she's starting to really, really look good, guys. I'm getting so excited to start moving stuff in. See you guys next time.